Let's face the reality. When we are at the edge of a pool, on the verge of falling, there is a fear element that when we contemplate to jump or to back off. This fear sinks in at the wrong time when we have to make a decision or take an action. I call this what if fear. What if I embarrass myself? What if I die? What if I fail? This fear easily stops us from taking the next step. In a short time, realizing our dream is just a lost cause. Susie Kesem, a philosopher, once said, "Fear destroys more dream than failure ever will." Do you know why? Because we don't give ourselves the chance to move forward once we allow fear to overcome our determination. In summer of 1979, at a pool party, my friends asked me to join them in the pool. The problem was I didn't know how to swim. I knew that, but they didn't. And I wanted to keep it that way. You know, the image is very important for youngsters. When you're young, you don't care about roof over your head, money in the pocket, or food on the table. But you have to preserve the image. First time they asked me, I brushed it off as if I didn't hear. The second time, I played as if they were not serious. When they asked me the third time and they were in the pool already, I thought it was serious. I could see the end. The question was, am I going to die from drowning or embarrassment? The voice in my head said, "Faz, get a hold of yourself. You're the master of disguise. Just fake it till you make it." Okay. I sat at the edge of the pool near the deeper section. My friends kept insisting, and I couldn't resist the peer pressure. I decided to just go in and out of water to keep him quiet. I went into the water, and when I reached the bottom, I pushed very hard to come back up. Suddenly, I found myself 3 feet away from the edge. You see, when you go into the water, the pool curves at the bottom. And when you push to come back up, you come back up at an angle. To me, that's an engineering flaw. I panicked as I found myself getting farther away from the pool edge and closer to heaven. Don't get me wrong, I do want to go to heaven, but I don't want to die to get there. My friends fortunately noticed something was fishy, and they saved me from dying. But they killed me with trash talk. Today, I take the trash talk over death any day. Also, the trash talk, the blame, and the sarcasm made me more resilient. Otherwise, any minor challenge in life would have crushed me by now. Years later, this past June, we went to Havasupai, an Indian reservation in Grand Canyon. We hiked over 7 hours in 100 degrees Fahrenheit temperature and saw the majestic Grand Canyon landscape, the rivers, and falls. During the 7-hour hike, my friends optimized every opportunity to remind me of the pool incident and the trash talk. Once we reached the campsite, they decided to jump off of a 50-foot waterfall. Yes, they invited me to join them. And yes, I accepted the invitation and played along. You may say, "Faz, not again." Well, I may have a divine affinity with water, Maybe because I'm Pisces, I'm naturally drawn to water. This time, I let them jump before me. I practiced and perfected the 50-foot jump in my mind. I then walked up to the top of the waterfall and prepared to jump. As soon as I got to the edge, I saw a lot of people staring at me, just like what you're doing right now. And I froze. I waited a minute, more like 5. I stepped back to try again. As soon as I got to the edge again, I looked down and it dawned on me, Faz, what are you doing? Aren't you scared of heights? I panicked. I waited a minute to relax. Then, before I made the third try, a voice from behind said, Faz, are you being a chicken? This sounded more like trash talk, and I couldn't take it anymore. I stepped back, ran, and finally made the jump. 50-foot perfect fall. That was the most exhilarating adventure I had. On top of that, I was able to check off 2 of my dreams on my bucket list. Hiking in Grand Canyon, for which I lost 30 pounds, and jumping from a 50-foot waterfall. My friends, dare to conquer your fear, because we can recover from failure, but we cannot restore our shattered dreams. Go ahead, take the action, and taste the victory.